Hello, John Cooper, Rocket Steps, illustration, live illustration, explainer videos, social engagement, all of those kind of things. Little video about live illustration, live scribing, graphic recording, has various names. Just want to put a bow on it from a previous video I've done about this and the ways that it can be done, because even today I was at a networking meeting and said, oh, I do live scribing, live illustration. Oh, is that like courtroom pictures? No, it's not, which is fine, because if you've not heard of it, you've not heard of it. So live scribing, live illustration is making visuals and illustrations at an event while it actually happens, while the event goes on. So you're seeing visual minutes of an event that you can take away at the end of the event and see, and it's an immediate takeaway that you can absorb into your head because it's pictures and it's easier to digest, and there's science behind that. There are a few different ways you can get live illustration. You can get it digitally, you can get it traditionally with marker pens, and you can do it online. Online is where the person you get to do the live illustration just goes in on your Zoom call or your Teams call or whatever online platform you use, and is on there and broadcasting the output of their graphics tablet or whatever onto the screen for you to see the illustrations and the event take place as you talk about it or as the person speaks. Then we have digital, which is where you can, via an HDMI lead to a monitor, or casting, which I've done recently, which is very cool. You have your drawing tablet. I don't have an iPad. I have a Wacom Move Ink, which I think is very good and new and fancy and great. Thank you very much. And that can cast to either a monitor or a projector screen, so you can have it as big as you like. And one of the advantages of that is you can zoom in and out of bits of the image. So your big montage that you end up with at the end, you can kind of guide people around the image as the thing's happening. So that's a pretty cool way of doing it. And then there is traditional, which I'm doing at the end of this week, which is where you have boards and paper and pens and markers. And that's an event where there's adults and children, and they've got me doing traditional because it's more tactile. I want the children to see the person making the, or the adults to see the person making the art. As opposed to digital, which is just looking at another screen. It's kind of taking people away from screens. And the advantage of traditional is that once you've filled one board, that can go on a wall, and you fill another board and that can go on a wall, and over a course of boards you can fill a wall with the events that happened in the day, and that becomes like a big freeze, and that can quite help people process the beginning and the end of a day's event. So which one's better? They're all the same. It just depends on the nature of the content and the nature of the audience and the kind of people that you're speaking to. So yeah, happily answer more questions about that. Live illustration, yeah, it's not courtroom drawing. It's not. It isn't. Honest gov, it's not that. I'll be taking to court and draw for someone before someone says it's that. But yeah, more examples here. Right.